Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. So just quick recap for a function. Yesterday, what we see, we create. Let's see creation function keyword with function name, opening and closing, circular bracket and curly bracket, opening and closing. It's the body of a function. It's the body of a function. Okay, okay. And inside that, whatever you have written inside, it will get executed behalf of function. Is function creation enough for the function? No, we need to trigger or call. We need to trigger or call the function. We need to trigger or call the function. Okay, we need to trigger or call the function. How to call the function? Function name and with opening and closing bracket, with opening and closing circular bracket. Okay, okay, okay. What we have then? With what we have then? We have parenthesis. Parameter and argument. Parameter and argument. What is the parameter? What is the argument? Parameter is argument is sorry, I didn't write this. Argument is with those value we are passing to the passing to the passing to the function, and the value which is received to the function are parameter. Okay, simple. We see the example of addition, multiplication, subtraction. Okay, and you see I created three functions. I created three functions for add, subtraction, and multiplication. And you see, and inside this I pass the values. Okay, okay. You can see here too. Okay, console. Add, multiply, subtraction, addition. Okay, okay, okay. And then what we see, argument, multiplication example, and then I show you how object use. Inside that key you can create a function too. It's an anonymous function. Okay, we have anonymous function example here too. Okay, we see anonymous function. Where it is? Yeah, here it is. It is an anonymous function. Why it is an anonymous function? Because we store function inside a variable. We store function inside a variable. Can you see I created variable multiply? I created a variable multiply. Got it. I created variable multiply, and then inside that variable I store the function. But can you see difference? I didn't name this function. I just write keyword and then direct function body. I just create a name keyword. I just give the function keyword and then function body. That's why it's called anonymous function, and it's behave like a function, but it's a variable. Okay, okay, okay. Again, then what we see yesterday, we see examples. Then we see return keyword. From yesterday, anyone here like those don't know what is a return keyword? What is a return keyword? What is a return keyword? Any doubt with the return keyword? Any doubt with the return keyword? Why return keyword we use? Why return we use? Okay, what is a return? What is a return? Return. Okay, return. It's like we are like when we are call our function. When we call or trigger our function. Okay, and we pass some value for a specific calculation or specific output. In the case, in some case, we want that calculation back to the our called function, It's a called function. Okay, it's a calling function. Okay, it's a calling function. We need back value num1 and num2, addition of num1 and num2, and I want that value back. The calculation of num1 and num2 I want back. So I use return keyword. Return keyword what will give? Return keyword give you that result, which is a plus b. And the result, I'm just returning result. Inside that result, what we have? We have a plus b, calculation of a plus b, and it will get pass return here and collecting inside that collect the result variable. Got it. Simple. Not more like uh, rocket science or anything. It's just simple. Return keyword. Okay, return keyword. And again, one thing, whatever you write after the return will get ignored. Will get ignored. Yesterday I forget to tell you. Okay, ignored. Okay. Can you see? It's get like change its color. Can you see it's little bit faint? Can you see it's little bit faint? Can you see? VS Code change its color. because after the return keyword, whatever you write, it will get ignored, because return is a final final operation for the function. Don't do anything after the return. Just give me or we giving instruction to the JS that just return from here. Don't need to go further. Just return from here. JavaScript understand this thing. Return keyword means keyword means just get out of this. Just get out of this. We will see. We will see examples. We will see examples. Okay. Okay. It's a quick recap. It's a quick recap here too. Rule of a function, normal function call before initialization. Okay, let me just make this visible in one. Okay. Yes. Okay. Uh, yes. Okay. Okay. Rule for a call function, normal function call before initialization and anonymous function only after the initialization. Okay. We also see undefined thing. Okay. And then how to create a function. Sorry. Create a function, argument and parameter, two types, normal function and anonymous function. Okay. Function inside obj, console log example and return keyword. Okay. And return keyword. Okay. So our today's agenda is today's agenda is know more about the function and scope and scope. Okay, what is a scope? The most, you can say, the topmost basic topmost and basic and important topic or concept of JavaScript. Okay, it's a day. Sorry, it's a day 13. It's a day 13. And then let's just create index.html, HTML, sorry, HTML, script, RC, open layers, layers, slash open layers. Correct. Okay, 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 okay. So, what is a scope? What is a scope? What is a scope? In general language, what is a scope? What is a scope? In a general language, in English, in a general, what is the definition of a scope? Okay, yes, language. We cannot consult it. Can we see console instead of return? Yeah, no, these are different things. Okay, sorry to interrupt you guys, but Mangesh, it's a different thing. It's a different thing. Return is a different thing. Console is a different thing. Okay, console right to print and return right to pass back the value to the called function, to the call where you called, it will get, it will return the value or anything. If you write a blank return, if you write blank return, it will just get return. It didn't return anything, but it will get return. It will get return. It's a final for the, it's a last thing for that function. We instructed JavaScript. It is a last line for that function. You can't go further of this line. Okay. Okay. For a specific time, specific condition, sometimes you return. Okay, that's why I'll show you in next, but just understand, as of now, return you the value. Okay. Okay, I know it's a little bit confusing, but just be with me. We will clear everything. Okay, let me just write it. Okay, what is a scope in general language? Google search, what is a scope? What is a scope? What is a scope? Let's just google it. I'll google for you. Yeah, I will Google for you. Scope meaning. Okay. Scope meaning. What is the chance or opportunity to something, or the variety of a subject that one being discussed or considered. valuation, you can say, okay, or opportunity for unha un unhampered, unhampered opportunity, activity, thoughts. Okay, okay, normal, normal. But here, but here, but here, but here, but here, scope is like, scope is like the area, the area. Uh, all right, excellent. Okay, so area, so area where the code is accessible for the JS. Likewise, 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 this one. What it's called? What it's called in JS? 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 And any programming language, what it's called? Opening and closing curly brackets. Opening and closing curly bracket. It's a body, code body, or block of code, or block, or block, or block, or code block, or block, code. Sorry, only say block. So correct me. Okay, block, 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 and it's another block. Okay. So if I write something here, and if I write something here, okay, it is have scope, it is have scope for this body, it is have scope for this body, and if I write something here, it is have scope for uh, this body, this body, like it's file also body, correct? File also and body, because we imported here, because we imported, like we sourced here and then using, correct, correct, correct. I know might be not getting you right now, but it will make sense. Just give me a minute. Okay, 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 okay. So understand this thing. Okay, we see scope. Remember, we see scope, then block, and then we have two things. We have two things. Variable, variable, and then variable. Okay, variable, variable. How to write the variable? Where or let. Correct. We see where and let, where and let, where and let. What is the difference between where and let? What is the difference between where and let? What is the difference between where and let? Where, where, where and let. Where can allow you, can allow you to create or initialize, initialize multiple time, multiple time again. Okay, multiple time, and let one, let not allow you. So let me show you. Okay, where ABC equals to 10. Okay, still where ABC equals to 20. Can you see? Where ABC equals to 40. Same variable name, same variable name, again and again creating, again and again. It's letting me to create. Okay, and it might be getting trouble if it's create a what we say, the confusion for the JavaScript in a long code. Okay, and let PQR equals to 10. Okay, and then again let PQR equals to, sorry, PQR equals to 20. Can you see? Again, let me create again. Can you see? It's throw error. It's throwing error. Let's just hover and see. Cannot redeclare block scope. Can you see block scope? Can you see block scope? Cannot redeclare block scope variable PQR. Cannot redeclare. Cannot redeclare. Cannot redeclare. Okay. We initialize, or you can say, or redeclare. It's a better term. Or redeclare. Okay. 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 Getting the example. Getting the example. And the difference between where and cons, where and let. Okay. Where and let. Getting difference. Okay. I'm just revisiting. Nothing new. Okay. It's a new thing. It's const. It's a const. What is a const? What is a const? So we have three. We write variable using three things. Using three. What is a method? Okay, method. It is methods. First one, let var const. Let var and const. Let var and const. Same variable can be created. Yes, that is what is I want to tell you. Let okay, 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 okay. Let var and const. So const is a new for us. Const is new for us. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's similar. It's similar as a let. It's similar as a let. Everything is similar as a let. Just have one functionality, extra functionality. Just have extra functionality, which is you can't change the value once you assign. Likewise again, you can't change the value once you assign. Can we see? Can we see? Let's see the example. Okay. Okay. It's immutable. Is it correct word? Can't change, can't change the value of variable once assigned. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let name equals to equals to equals to div. Okay. Div. Okay. Div. Okay. And let, sorry, then name equals to Akash. Can you see? Can you see? Okay, first name. I don't know what's problem with the first variable name with the VS Code. Okay, okay. Still I written FIRST and name in name. Okay, I think it's correct. Okay, uh, okay. Can you see it allow me? It's allow me to renaming. Renaming it's allow me to reassign the value. It's allowing me. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We can console. First name. Okay, well, comma, comma, and again, again, first name, update. Okay, update. First name, update. Okay, 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 okay. Let's see. Explore, and then you know how to run. Okay, so I just not showing you how to. Okay, okay. Reload, reload, and then inspect. There it is inspect. Okay, inspect, inspect, and console. Okay, can you see? First name is div, and then first name update. Akash. Okay, Akash. Okay, sorry. Akash. Okay. 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 Simply we can update, we can update. Let can help you. Let allow you to update. Let allow you to update. Okay. Similarly, if I update further, it allows me, it allows me, it allows me. Okay. Yeah, Akash, I get you. I get you. Okay, yeah. Okay. Like Manoj. Okay. And then if I console again, update again, update again. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. When it will print, what it will print, what it will print. Let's see. Reload, reload. Okay, update again. It's Manoj. It's allowing me to upload, right? Right. But let's just try with the cons. Let's just try this thing with a cons. Similar thing. Okay. I'll commenting this one here first, and then testing same thing and just writing here cons. Cons. Okay. Okay, okay, and see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, what it should be? What it should be? Div here, Akash here, Manoj here for the new peoples. Okay, then just came here and reload. Can you see what it said? Can you see what it said? Can you see? Cough error, cough type error, assigning to constant variable. Assigning to constant variable. Where? Line number 37. Line number 37. Scope in js.js file. Line number 37. Line number 37. Let's see what's happened in line number 37. What's happened in line number 37? Let's see. Let's see. Line number 37 here. Okay, what we do? What we do? We updating the value. We updating the value of a variable which is created using const, which is created using const. So JavaScript give us a functionality that you can't change the variable value once you created using const. Once you created using const. So have you get the difference between const and where? Sorry, const and let, const and let, const and let. Anyone any have doubt till now? Anyone? That's the simple difference between const and let. That's the difference. Simple difference. You can't reassign. No doubt. Correct. 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 Let me just delete these things. Okay. Or let it be. Let it be. Let me just comment. Okay. 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 So what we see in variable let, when we see, so first of all we see where, then we see let, and then we see const. Then we see const. Const. Okay. Let where const or where let const. Okay. Where let const we see where let const. Simple. Where can allow you to write multiple time, create a multiple time with the same variable name. Even you can change its value, you can update its value. Okay, let me just write for you. Where, where, where allow you to recreate, allow you to recreate, or yeah, recreate, reassign. Correct, correct, correct. And let don't allow to recreate, don't allow to recreate, but allow Hey, hey, guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm audible. I'm audible. I'm audible properly. Were we? Okay. Thanks. Yes. So sorry, guys. It's a power cut. So it's get disconnected. Okay. Let's get disconnected. Okay. So where we are? Where we are? Okay. Let var and const. Let var and const. Okay. So so what we see till now? Var allow us to recreate and reassign. Okay, reinitialize or recreate or reinitialize. Okay, I just need to write reinitialize. Okay, reinitialize. Okay, reinitialize and and reassign and reassign, assign and reassign. Okay, similarly, let don't allow you to reassign, reassign. Don't reinitialize and recreate. Okay, don't allow you or not allow you. Don't allow to recreate, but allow you to reassign. Allow you to reassign. We saw here. You try to recreate, reassign. It won't recreate. It won't let you. But allow you to reassign. You can see we reassign here. We updating. Okay. And const same as a let. Same as a let. Let const same as a let. But but you can't even change its value. You can't even change its value. Okay? Don't allow to reinitialize and not even allow to reassign, but not sorry, not don't allow you to. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, here. Okay, 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 okay. We just use let and const. We didn't use where because where have more less security. That's why we use let and const. That's why you use let and const. Okay, okay. Anyone have any doubt, any question regarding let var and const? Let var and const, because we're going to see most important things. Because we're going to see most important thing. Okay, okay, okay. Anyone have any doubt? Okay, Mangesh, you don't have. Correct. Thanks. Other in class. Other in class. Like want to ask anything about let var and const? Okay, I'm considering everyone is smart. What happened here again? Am I audible? Am I audible? I think it's reconnected. But I'm audible, right? Scope is a visible zone. Yes, no. I don't know what happening with the network, but yeah. Okay, okay. Scope is a visible zone. Okay. How do I say scope? Let's get an example. For a uh, what do you say? School. Let's say we have school system. Okay, we have school system and like teachers. Okay, teachers and the students. Okay, teacher, student, principal. We everything we have in our school. So students don't have the access to attend or enter in any class while lecture is still going on. Okay, student don't have permission or have the visible zone. Okay, they can't enter. Okay, but principal can enter in any class. Correct, 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 correct. Yeah, so let's understand in that example how to scope work. Okay, okay, okay. So let's just take example. Let's just take example of a scope. Okay. So class like we have class like a code block. We have class like a code block. Okay. We just consider this block is a class. This is a class classrooms. Okay, for school for school. Okay, classroom for a school. Okay, and but okay, I think I choose the wrong. Let's see the let's see the okay. Let's just forget the class. Let's just forget the class. Let's take a global example of a bank. Bank. Like bank manager have access of every account. Bank manager have the access of every account. He can see everyone's account. Okay, he can see everyone's account balance. He can see everyone's account number, everyone's account, what we say, address and anything, information, any accounts information. But the others who have the account, they don't have the visibility for the particular others. Okay, say except of on, it have the permission to see the others bank account and balance. Correct, correct. So similarly, let's see it's a bank account. It's a bank account. Okay, let's see it's a bank account. And let where const, it's a power. Let is a, let's see, let's see, and where act like a manager, act like a manager, and let act like a account holder, and const also act like a account holder, act like a account holder. So what we see using this example, what we see using this example, manager can have access inside the bank account or all of the bank account, let's see, we have three bank accounts, bank account one, इसको पूरी पावर है, ये कोई भी अकाउंट चेक कर सकता है, किसी भी बैंक अकाउंट का बैलेंस चेक कर सकता है. Okay, 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 okay. And let it's a normal bank account holder in particular bank. So if I created in here, if I it's a particular bank account. So account one don't have access to see this information. Correct, correct. Similarly, account one don't have permission to see this informations or account number or bank balance. Let's say bank balance. I'm just looking bank balance. Okay, bank balance, right? Balance. Okay, bank balance. Okay, manager have access. Like, like, where have access? Where have access? Const also act like a account holder, account holder, account holder, account holder. Are you getting, guys? Are you getting example? Simple. It's a normal bank account. It's a normal bank. These these code blocks act like a bank account. Okay, the accounts and manager have access of every bank account, and let and cons only have their own scope or only their own bank account. Okay. Similarly here, if you create a variable name var, if you create a variable name var, it have the access of every, you can access inside every bank account, or you can access in every code block. You can access in every code block, any code block. You can access in any code block. If you create it using let, You can't access outside this outside this code block. If even using const, you can't access outside this. Okay. Okay, let's see proper example. Let's see. Just let me comment this one. Let's see proper example. Let 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 ABC equals to 10. Let ABC equals to 10. Where require or let's see block velocity block. Okay, block velocity block and say global. Okay, 10 and const immutable block. Immutable block. Why it's not? Okay, yeah. Immutable block. Okay, let's create 30. Okay, 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 okay. Let's see the scope. Let's just create a simple if. Let's just create simple if true. I'm directly passing true. Okay, I'm directly passing true. I'm directly passing true and try to access everything. Okay, try to access block 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 and then let's try to access where cv global. Okay, one thing I just want forget to mention. Okay, I'll just mention this thing too. And okay, I just wanted to access inside this if block. Access inside the if block. Is it accessible? Is it accessible? Is it accessible? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Is it accessible? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Yes, 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 yes. Because we create this inside the file. We created inside the file in a file inside a file. So it's still act like a account normal account because we created inside this code block which is file. File also code block. File also act like a code block. Correct, correct. If I created inside this, if I created new if I created new if, let's say I just created new if, and this is created inside this. If I create this thing inside this, okay. If I created this inside the block, inside the block, inside the block, okay, inside the block. So 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 where have access? Where is a global? 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 Correct. Where is a global? So global have access to go anywhere and check anything and access anything. So is global going to access here? Yes. Block let is account holder. So it's account inside like for now if is account for that. So that's why it's not able to see others or see others information. Correct. Similarly, const. Let's see the output. Simply just let's see the output. And even you see, it didn't throw me error. It didn't throw me error. Okay. Just let's see, is it going to run or not? Okay, it's a wrong window. I think it's correct window. Okay, yeah. Reload. Can you see 10, 10, 30, 10, 10, 30, 10, 10, 30, but block is not defined. Block is not defined. Yes, block is not defined. Block is not defined. Block is not defined. Can you see? Can you see? It's throw error. Block is not defined. Which block? This one. Let's just let's just sorry. Let's just make this before. Okay, let's just make this before. Yeah, share, refresh, and can you see 10, 10, 30, but 10. Let me decorate for you. Sorry, let me decorate for you. Okay, it's a block scope. Okay, it's a block scope. It's a BLOCK block scope. Okay, it's a block scope. It's a global scope. It's a global scope. and it's also block scope. It's also block scope. It's also a block scope. It's also a block scope. Same. Let me just copy and paste. Okay, okay. Are you getting, like, slowly? Are you getting slowly? I know it will took a time to understand properly. Okay, can you see block scope run? Block scope run because it's a created on file. Then global scope is run. Then block scope is run, and then I try to access block scope. It's not a defined. It's not defined. Okay, because. Okay, let me just exchange this here to understand you, and then here global first. Okay, let me just add global first. Okay, 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 okay. What we see here, what we learn here. Let and const. Let and const is block scope, block block scope, and where is a global scope. Global scope. What is a block and what is a global? Global means create anywhere, access anywhere. Create anywhere, access anywhere. And let and const is a block scope. If you created in global, what is a global? What is a global? Global is a file. Global is a file. Line number 81. Line number 81. Yes. Line number 81. Correct, Akash. Okay. Okay. Line number 81. You want else. Okay. It's depend on us if we wanted to write else or not. Okay. Just understand. Just understand. Okay. What is a global scope? This file is a global scope. This file is a global scope. Anything I write inside this file, like I created here, I created this, where it is. Let Okay, I created this here. Okay, so I can access inside that file. Anything I write inside this file can access. It's a global scope. It's a global for file. It's a global for a file. Okay, similarly, and block scope inside this block, whatever you return inside that block, which is not accessible outside this block, if you created using const and where. Okay, constant let. Okay, 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 okay. Global and block. Global and block scope. Correct. Global and block scope. Okay. Okay. Global and we can say another word like a public park. Public public park. Okay. For example, it's public park. Okay. 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 And the what we say, it's a private uh private property. You can say private garden garden private garden kind of. Correct. 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 Okay. Okay. Let's see the example. Let's see the example. Lit and cons block scope example, because you understand the uh, what do you say, where, because it's a global scope. You can create anywhere. You can access anywhere. Correct. 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 Yes. Let me just find out the layer I have created for you. Okay. 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 Let's see. Let's. Okay. 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 Let me just comment everything. Let me just comment everything for you, and let's just start from it. Okay. Example of global scope. Example of global scope. Okay. Example of global scope. Okay. Okay. Let we can say let, yeah, glo global global pet 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 global global pet. Why global pet? I'll tell you why. Okay. Let's name pet is dog. We have dog. We have dog. What it is? What it is? What it is? It's like a family pet. Everyone in house knows. Everyone in house know. Okay. Every everyone know. Everyone know. Okay. Let global car. Let global car. Like sedan. Sedan. Okay. Okay. Where? Sorry, not a where. It's a where. It's a where. Yeah, it's a where. Okay. It's a where. It's a global scope. Behave globally. It's a global scope and behave globally, globally, like outside the city or outside your area. People don't know your dog. People don't know your dog. Okay, but they know what is a sedan. But they know what is a sedan because everyone know what is a sedan globally, globally, globally. Cons. Okay. Um, global house rule. Okay. No running, no running indoors, no running indoors, no running indoors, no running indoors, no running indoors means, no running indoors means you can't run inside your home. Correct, 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 which is not acceptable. Okay, it's a constant for everyone. Constant, constant rule which is not changeable for the whole house, for the whole home or house. Okay, okay, okay. That's the name only. That's the name only. Instead of where we use global scope. Yeah, yeah, we will see, we will see, we will see. Don't worry, we will see. Okay, 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 okay. Let me just create consoles. Let me just create the consoles. Let's decorate global level. Just decorate. Um, global, global pet, comma, global pet. Again, let me just and then global car, and then this one, global house rule. Global house rule. Okay, it is global house rule. I'm scared. Global house rule. Correct. Oh, okay. 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 So, 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 uh, again, just let me practice it. Okay. 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 Let's just create each statement. It's a global. Everything is global. It's everything is global. Can access for now, because we created inside a file, because we created inside a file. So it's local for a file and global for a file, similar type. Okay. If if true, if true, here true, if true, and inside these, what we say, the console, console, and right inside the living room, inside the living room. Okay, let's see what we can see here. Okay, all global variable, all global variable, still accessible because all variables, sorry, all variables still accessible. All variables still accessible. Okay, inside room, inside room. Okay, let's just write again this thing, this thing. Just be patient. You will get understand after this example. I think everything will get clear for you. Okay, let me let me just here. Okay, 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 okay. Now let's just declare new variable. Let's declare new variable. Let's declare new variable. Let's just declare new variable. Okay, now just let declare new variable. Let var living room TV room TV equals to what is a big screen? Sorry, big screen TV, big screen TV. Okay, we just created new variable. Let me just format and make it small. Is it still visible? Is it still visible? Or do I need? Is it still visible? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Yes, 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 yes. Those have any problem? Just drop me message. Those are yes, yes on it. Okay, 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 okay. Then let's just console this one. Okay, let's just console this one. Let's just console this one. Uh, for better understanding, let's see inside living room, inside living room. Just copy this one instead of writing inside living room. Be accessing TV and created using var because let me just write for better understanding. Okay, 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 and then create using uh, living sofa. Okay, sorry, living is living. Oh yes, living, living, living room sofa equals to living room sofa equals to uh, leather sofa or cushion sofa. Okay, leather, leather sofa, leather sofa. We have leather sofa. Yeah, I know it's a longer example, but yeah, it will create all. It will clear your all the question related to the global scope and block scope. Okay, global scope and block scope. Let where const. Okay, living room sofa. It's a sofa. Sofa created using created using let, created using let. Then third one const remaining const. Let's just const and using const. Let's just clear. Uh, we have living room. We also have fan. Living room TV. We say fan. Equals to uh, 3 bullet plan or 4 bullet plan. Okay, 4 blade and 4 bullet plan. Okay, okay. Let's just console same as let's just console inside the living room. We have 4 blade fan. Okay, 4 blade fan using using fonts. Okay, I didn't write the variable. Sorry. The variable console created but not console created but not console. Okay, I think good to go. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. Let's just console. Okay, we need to see is it accessible outside or not. Okay, outside or not. Okay, CLG, sorry, console. Okay, console outside the living room. Okay, now we back to global scope. It's a global scope. It's back to the global scope. Okay, back to the global scope. Now we are in the global scope. I think it's too long. It will create trouble for us. Okay, it's now we back to the global scope because before we write it inside if it's a block scope. It's a block. Now we are outside the block. It's a global scope. Okay, let's just console outside the global scope. Let's just console all the things. Uh, what we are going to print everything. Can we can we print everything? Can we print everything? Yes. Let's just print everything. These all the things. These all the things. Okay. Okay. Let's just print everything. Let's just print everything and just comment. Okay. What we did here? What we did here? What we did here? We created three variables on global scope. We created three variable in global scope, which is what is a global scope? Which is write on file, anywhere in a file, but it's not inside any block. It's not inside any block. Is it inside any block? Is it inside any block? No, it's in. Please explain code. Yeah, I'm explaining. Okay, we created three variables. We created three variables in a global scope. We created and then we console in global scope. Okay, we console in global scope everything. Everything we console in a global scope. Then I created if 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 have our own block, if have your own code block. Okay, if have the code body, if have the code body, which is which is block scope, which is block. It's a code block. It's a code block for a if it's false, if it's false. Okay, let me. If it's false, it won't get. You can see it just get fainted because it get always ignored. It gets always ignored. It won't get run. So that's why I write true, true for show you the example. Okay. So inside this if block, it's a block scope. It's a block scope. Okay. And then again, we comes out of that block scope. It's a global scope. It's a global scope. Okay. Inside that block scope, I created three variable. I created three variables. Okay. Okay. And console them. Let me just write to understand for you properly. Okay, you will get that properly. Okay, comma. Okay, don't forget semicolon. Don't forget semicolon. चल जाता है but not a good practice. Not a good practice. Okay, okay. Always follow correct practice. Okay, okay. Let's just copy this again and paste here because we return proper format. Okay, okay, okay. Till anyone don't understand what I've written, what I have written. Anyone don't understand what I have written. Anyone. I'm ready to explain you again. I'm ready to explain you again. Okay, okay. Once again. Created three variable. Created three variable inside file, which is in global, which is in global, and then we console all of these three variables. Okay, okay. It's just a simple plain line, but we can see here. Okay, then I created if block. Inside that if block, I have console those three variables which is I created on global, and again I created three variable inside that, and then again console those to see the behavior, is it going to console or not. And then again in global, I console. First I created global variables, and these and this and this and this scope variables too. Okay, outside the living room, living room, outside the living room. Let's just sense to console this. Okay, I think it's clear. I think it's pretty. Okay, yeah, it's good. Okay, we created, then console, then try to console inside the block, then created inside the block and try to access outside the block. That's it. Again, created global, then try to console, then inside the block, try to console, then created inside the block, try to console, and then outside the block, try to access. Okay, this is a block of living room. Example of a living room. It's representing living room. Okay, it is represent global like home. It's representing home or house. It's represent house. Okay, global means house. Okay, representing house. It's representing this block, representing only living room, only single room, and again it's representing home. Okay, okay. 120, line number 120. It's just a scope. 120 block print outside the living room. Yeah, yeah, we can write block. Okay, outside the living room. Yeah, it's outside the living room. Back to the global scope. We just back to the global scope. That's why. Okay, 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 okay. Inside this in living room, it's a block scope. Block scope for living for the house. Did you get it? We see the example of a home or of a house. Okay, we have different rooms, and we have a home. So if you create it, like you have car, if you have pet, if you have rules for your home, it is accessible, it is apply on everywhere, it is applies on everywhere. You can see, your pet can go anywhere, your car information can everyone know your car, or we just can change. Okay, let it be. Okay, and the rule for your whole house which is applicable in every room. Okay, okay, okay. Similarly, we created living rooms items, like living room TV. You can't access your living room TV from your bedroom. Okay, or the sofa. You can't sit while you are in kitchen on living room sofa. Correct. Living room fan. You can't use the living room sofa if you are in your study room. Okay, okay, okay. Let's just console. I think going to be little bit lengthy, but yeah, let's just see the code. Let's just see the code. Okay, let's just see the code. Just make it little bit. Okay. Okay. Global level. Global level. Pet, car, house rule. No running indoors. No running indoors. Okay. Global level. Global level. End. Global level. End here. Global level. End here. And then inside the living room. Inside the living room, what we get? We can inside living room we can access the dog. Dog can came here. We can access the key of a sedan. Okay, we can have the access of PC done, and we can the global rule which is no running indoors, which is also applicable in living room. Okay, then we access the TV, then we access the sofa of living room, then we access the fan of a living room. But outside the living room, I tried to access living room TV. Okay, I didn't write variable inside the living room. I access to try a big screen TV. Okay, okay, okay. Outside the living, I can hear the TV sound. I can hear the TV sound outside the living room. Okay, but I can't access the sofa. But I can't access the sofa, which is not accessible outside the living room. Okay, and we created using where where or let. We created sofa using let. We created sofa using let means creating let inside the block, not accessible outside this block, not accessible outside this block, not accessible outside this block. Creating using const, not accessible outside the block. Okay, okay. I know it's lengthy. You need to revisit and see again, watch again. Okay. Simple example. If true, if true, if true. Let me just comment this where it is from here. Okay. If let name equals to Nitin. Okay, and console outside. Is it going to run? 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 Is it going to run or not? Is it going to console or not? Is it going to console or not? Is it going to console or not? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Everyone, yes, no. Everyone. I want everyone's answer. Yes, no. Everyone. Yes, no. Yes, no. No, 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 no. Because it's a block scope. And if I created where A, B, C, A, B, C, and 10. Is it accessible inside this block? Is it accessible inside this block? Is it accessible inside this block? And even outside the block? Even outside the block? Even outside the block? Okay, even outside the block, because it's a global, and it's a local. It's a global and it's a local, or you can say block scope. Yes, yes, yes. Again, 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 again. What is the block scope? 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 You can't, you can't, you can't access, can't access, don't have access, don't have access outside the block, and global have access anywhere, can access anywhere. And which variables comes under let and const, let and const and var. Okay, and var. Okay, if I created, let's see, if I create the let in file, anywhere in file, anywhere, anywhere, anywhere where in file, act like a act like a global because it's inside a file. Act like a global because you created inside a file, so it will be accessible because it's have the block scope. So file behave like a block for that time. Correct, correct. If you create, if you create inside block, it's behave like a block. Likewise. Let's just consider this files have own scope. This file is have own scope. This file is like a this file is like a I written anything in this file. It's act like a global for that file. Correct, correct. If I write let abc 10, if I write abc 10, it's act like a global because I created inside this file. But if I create inside this let 10, let abc 10, if I create let abc 10, okay, okay. So it's a block scope but global for this block. Inside this block I can easily can access, I can easily access, like understand like that. If I created new file, if I create new file, scope.js, okay, scope.js, and I write here let uh, uh, access equals to new, okay, new access. Am I able to access this inside this file, inside this file where it is inside this file? Am I able to access that let variable inside this file, inside this file? Am I able to access, am I able to access? No, that's a that's a local for that, and that's local for it. Okay, similarly just understand like a these two blocks like a two different files. Okay, two different, just assume, okay, it is not, but it's just assume. Okay, 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 just assume. Okay, okay, I know today's class is getting bit lengthy, but it's have to stay, show you what is a block scope, what is a block scope, and what is a global scope, global scope. Okay, anyone have any doubt for black block scope and global scope? We will see how block scope and local scope, sorry, block scope and global scope work in a JavaScript, how it's look like in a JavaScript. I'll show you, I'll just give you intro, I'll just give you intro. Okay, just came here source, sorry, it is just hide this thing. Okay, then source js, there it is, workspace, there it is, menu, performance, or what is application, there it is, background, scope. Can you see? Sorry, there it is, scope. Okay, I'll find for you. I just forget where it is. Okay, I'll show you. I'll find for you. Okay, there it is. Source page console. You can see element, there is 100 of things open, body, DOM, breakpoint, properties, accessibility. I think we are on correct. Component, console, source. It is there. It is very good. You can see your workspace. Okay, let me just give you a second. Where to find, right? Where to find. Okay, now browser developer tool. Okay. Mm, source. Correct is the source. Inside the source. JavaScript file. You have JavaScript file. Correct. And breakpoint. What is the breakpoint? Breakpoint. Okay, it's the scope. Here it is scope. Here is the scope. Here is the scope. Okay. 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 Here is the scope. Okay. Add. Let's just add breakpoint. Let's just add breakpoint. Now let me reload. They don't write anything. Okay, we have error. 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 That's why we have error. There it is. First name. Okay, yeah, we have error. Mm, how to resolve this error? Source. Okay, reload it. Okay. I'll show you yesterday. Sorry, I'll show you tomorrow. Okay, because it's makes you more confused. Confusion. It create more confusion for you. Okay, just understand what is a local and what is a global scope. What is a local and global scope? The most important question and first important question always asked to a front-end developer, back-end developer, anything JavaScript developer. Difference difference between let, where, and cons. You encounter like in every interview, like you are giving for the fresher 2 year, 4 year, 8 year, 10 year experience. This is a common question. Let, where, and con. What is the difference between let and con? Must ask question. Okay, must ask question and must understand it, must know the concept of a question. Okay. Okay, it will give you to understand the scope of variables. We will revisit again. Okay. Okay, thank you guys, thank you.